All right, so now it's time for the main show, the main card. And because we still have the Owen Hart Cup nonsense going on, well, it wouldn't be nonsense if they actually treat it like it meant something. So the opening of the pay-per-view is with the women's final, semi-final Owen Hart Cup, and for the ending, and they're going to end it with the male one. So the first match on the card is Mercedes Mone versus Jamie Hayter for the women's semifinal Owen Hart tournament. And we had quite a few here.
Lots of notes.
Yeah. So for this one, Mercedes started out pretty harsh for the she was like, very aggressive towards Jamie. Let me see. Jamie did have Mercedes in a single leg crab thing?
Yeah.
That was yeah.
And that was pretty intense for her.
Yeah.
Thing.
Jamie
then she got her into a straight jacket, right? She got her into a straight jacket?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. So what else happened here? Jamie had both legs hooked on the rope, but then Mercedes did a little jump with both her knees on her. Okay, I do remember that now. She did have her in the camel clutch. Mercedes had Hayter in the camel clutch.
Yeah, I was joking about trying to make her humble.
You. Let's see. Then we have let's see. Mercedes did Three Amigos. As the camera was super zoomed out and we really couldn't see, because the angle, you couldn't really fully see it very well.
Yeah, I was like, why did they just suddenly pan out now? Because they never pan out when Jay or Sky Blue are on screen.
I noticed that they do that a lot. I think on this pay-per-view, like whenever the wrestlers are doing like spectacular moves, they would just pan out the camera so far. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, zoom in. You want to see what the hell's going on here.
They're zooming out because they're trying to find where Anna Jay and Sky Blue are.
Let's see. What else happened here? Mercedes did 5 backstabbers, or at least that's what I was counting. Then she put her in a submission to a front face lock. Then Jamie went for her clothesline, but Mercedes grabbed her for a DDT mixed with like a roll up and a pin.
Yeah,
it was kind of
Actually, I'm going to correct you there. I'm going to correct you there. What happened was, if you rewatch it, Mercedes severely botched the DDT and spiked her straight down on her head. If you rewatch it, her neck went like that. Like she actually almost broke her neck doing that. So the reason she did the roll up,
Yeah, because remember I was saying it looked weird because I was like, we were trying to figure out what it was she was trying to do. So that's what we were thinking. Maybe it was a DDT combined with the roll up, but it didn't look right and it didn't make sense.
Yeah, she literally botched the DDT and was like, oh shit, and then turned it into a roll up to make it look good. But she literally botched it and almost broke her neck. Yeah.
So I'm assuming the DDT was probably the original finish, but because she botched it, she just turned it into a roll up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So before that potentially career-ending botch, I do have to say she was doing good during most of the match because Mercedes was pulling out all kinds of submission moves and grabs and holds. She was doing actual wrestling. My goodness.
It was honestly, I legitimately will say, it felt like she was bringing out a lot of her shit she did from NXT, which I loved. I think that was like her peak style of wrestling back in NXT. And she's been kind of like coasting for a long time. But it felt like she brought a lot of her old school stuff from NXT where she would do submissions and grapples and stuff, which I'm like, use it. You have the skills. But now watching that, I'm like, this is Sasha Banks. I know they call her Mercedes. That's Sasha Banks. That's the Sasha Banks I know.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think, Johnny?
Okay, so for this match, I was actually surprised how well Mercedes fought this match. Oh, one quick note. Have you guys noticed that the announcer kept saying Mercedes Money instead of Monet?
They do that too. They do Money and Monet. Yeah, they do it both.
But I also kind of like a little off on that because I'm like, it's supposed to be Monet, right?
Yeah,
but nothing major, nothing, whatever.
I don't really know because they keep changing it every now and again. When she wrestles in Japan, sometimes they say Mercedes Money. So I don't know. I really don't know what the hell her name. I just call her Mercedes Hogan Makes it easier for me.
Mercedes makes the end. There you go.
But yeah, in this match, it was very surprising. She actually fought good. She actually, yeah, made herself look really good in this match. Um, Now, personally, do I agree with her winning this match? No, not really. I still think that Jamie Hayter should have won this one. 'Cause especially the audience. The audience was really, really rooting for Jamie Hayter to win this one. So it was still a good match. It was still very intense, and there were many close calls where Jamie Hayter could have actually have won this one, but I just wish that was the end result instead of Mercedes Money or Mercedes Monet winning this match again, because it gets a little too repetitive after a while.
I agree. And here's the other another. Here's something else interesting about this. Don't know if it was someone brought up a little theory here. If you noticed it, Mercedes was wearing a lot of pink. She had pink in her outfit or her hair or whatever it was.
Oh, I
And
can
in
tell
the-
you why. I don't know if you
Oh,
already know.
and then in the Owen Hart match, I mean, with the guys match, also there was some pink there. There's a theory as to why that was, and I didn't think about it.
Which turned out to be true in the end, you know.
Yeah. Well,
What was the
listen.
theory? Because like I can tell you why. I didn't know if you.
Well, the theory we had is because the Owen Hart tournament had all the pink, pink, pink. It's such a coincidence that the people that are wearing all the pink happen to be the
won.
one to win.
Well, it's actually twofold. So, the reason Mercedes' hair was pink or whatever is actually because the same day that Owen Hart passed away was also the same day Hana Kimura died. So
Yes,
it's
that's
partially a tribute to her and partially a tribute to him because it's pink. Her hair was always pink, so it's kind of like a half and half
Yeah.
kind of tribute. So I loved it. I mean, it is weird. I will say, and kind of a creepy coincidence, that the day Owen Hart died, the day Hana Kimura died, is also Bray Wyatt's birthday. Like that's weird. I'm like, no, just the coincidence of that. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. Like that's really kind of crazy when you think you're like, ooh, that's a weird coincidence. I'm like, you don't really think about stuff like that, and then you go, huh, that is kind of cool, weird, and cool that they're all kind of affiliated with that day. It's kind of cool.
That's it. My opinion on the match. Oh, that's for my opinion on the match. Like I said, it was all right. Like I said, except for that weird, with the weird finish.
So at least that was a botch.
Yeah, and the other thing I can say is Mercedes actually, she was trying, so I'll give her credit for that. Now,
I will say though, one last thing. I will say the match with her and Athena, 100 times better than this one.
I love Athena for that match. Oh, that was a good match. But okay, so the winner of the match, as we already know, is Mercedes, and everyone gets a point except for Mark and DJF. They both went for Hayter.
Hey, we drank the
That
Hayter.
didn't work for her, brother.
Oh yeah, there's a meme
didn't
about
work
that.
for her, brother.
They have a meme of Mercedes with like they photoshopped like the Hogan hair and the mustache on it, and it's kind of like, hey Mercedes, do you think you could put Jamie Hayter over to pay-per-view? That's the one for me, brother.
Well, it's so funny because people have taken the clip because she said it. She owned up to the fact that she has creative control over her character. She said it.
Yeah.
In an interview. So people are taking clips of her going, I'm the greatest, I'm the best. And then the clip of like, well, I have full creative control. And it's like, no one can beat me. I'm the ES, I'm this. It's like, well, I have creative control. Like they just keep slicing that clip.
Oh god. Oh, the other thing too is speaking of memes and things. Since we all know that the CM Punk is, I don't know, I guess a mentor to Cora Jade and everything. She looked up to him when she was a kid. Now she's actually wrestling, all that stuff. They have that picture, that footage we had of CM Punk getting into Perry's face or whatever, and they put like the little titles like CM. Here's a clip of CM Punk confronting Triple H about Cora's release or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the one where they use like, you bald fraud. Is that the one?
Yeah.
I love that meme where he was talking about The Rock. That shit made me laugh. Anyway.